On July 16th, U.S. President Donald Trump will hold his first bilateral summit meeting with Russian leader Vladimir Putin in Helsinki, and Ukraine hopes that Trump will not betray its interests. But there are fears that behind closed doors, Trump may give in to Putin's requests.
Putin can bargain everything from Trump. You should understand one thing. A person who worked in KGB and has old-school training, who said that he will try to unite former Soviet Union territories in a new way and will try to bring them back, will do it. And we are facing a big threat now after the Championship World Cup and this meeting between Trump and Putin.
Other Ukrainians hold out more hope.
Trump president is not so flexible as Trump businessman. So I don't think he will make Ukraine as a bargain coin. But of course, he would like to have some achievements. But what kind of achievements it going to be? We still are worried about that bit. I would like to refer again to the history. Any president, despite his past, wouldn't like to be mentioned in the negative way in the future history books.
Kyiv worries Trump may prove susceptible to Putin's efforts to win U.S. acceptance of Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea from Ukraine.
Putin wants one thing only, the Western world to recognize occupation of Crimea de facto and let Russia alone. They need to receive the message that the US is ready to live with it. I believe that Trump should not agree with that, because if he does, all US allies around the world, Taiwan, South Korea and Arab countries will receive very negative message that the US can give up its principles of freedom, democracy and peace in the whole world.
I'm not sure what the Trump's agenda is, really, but I hope it is the agenda which is similar to the agenda of the Ukrainian people, which is stopping the war in eastern Ukraine and let Ukraine develop. Yeah, but I really think that the concession of giving up Crimea is not the one that is really liked by the Ukrainian population, and I think that's not the proper concession. There may be some others, maybe business and markets or something, but not the territory of Ukraine.
Any concessions Trump might want to make to Putin would likely meet resistance in the U.S. Congress. Asked in June if the United States would recognize Crimea as part of Russia, Trump said, quote, "We're going to have to see." A White House spokesman later stressed Washington would not recognize the Crimea annexation. Ukraine also hopes Trump will push Putin to scale back Moscow's support for militants in eastern Ukraine, and also to soften his position regarding the deployment of a peacekeeping mission to that region.
Both Putin and Trump will say that they will stick to the Minsk agreements. This was mentioned before in the statements in the Council of Europe. Almost everyone talks about it, despite the fact that the Minsk agreements don't work. Today it is an umbrella under which further actions can be taken, but I would not expect that Ukrainian issue will become the most important during the talks, which will last for several hours only. There are other issues.
In Helsinki, Trump and Putin will discuss a range of issues, including arms control, Syria, and U.S. economic sanctions against Moscow, as well as the situation in Ukraine.